It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Henry. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some. Hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike. Now a pop-up on the infield.
Me.
And there's one down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch swinging.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Struck him out looking.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich, hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that one fouled off. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins mashed a couple of homers in his last game. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Foul ball.
Two outs.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Tap foul at the plate. Rojas in his 11th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1-2.
Out to center. Outman has this one sized up. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting 8th, the left fielder, Blake.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Two down, bases empty. Up now for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Right. Terang.
Henry back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
There's a strike at the knees.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse go after hitters, and get quick outs.
And the righty deals. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Freeland batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's a little bit low. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Brewers nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Hernandez going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Reed.
And here is Hoskins. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Mitchell in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Brewers yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Up now for Milwaukee, Miguel Rojas. And that is out of play.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And there's a ball.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Blake Perkins.
Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Went down on strikes his first time through. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, this ball's chopped on the ground. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Brewers, the third baseman, Oliver Dunn.
Here's the third baseman, Oliver Dunn. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So he's perfect through 6. Dodgers lead it 15-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. This is Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's in for a strike.
You know, he's been so great today, really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Right through there, got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Sal Frelick will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The Brewers still looking for their first hit in this one. One down, base is empty, and they'll do it again. And the 0-2. In the air, out to center. Outman snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yelich, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. Dodgers out in front 17-0. Back here at American Family Field. And now it's William Contreras. Henry back to work. Right through there for a strike. Henry into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Popped up. Hernandez settles underneath it. And there's one down. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Brooke, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Hoskins at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here. The bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Mitchell at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
No balls. 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. LA's on top, 17-0.
Now pitching for
back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom. Henry piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
Yeah, Boog, I loved what he was doing out there on the mound in this one. And you know his team was fired up to see him dealing the way that he did, helping him get that win as well. Great game all the way around.